I'd already decided it was going to be my last night in Max's village. I was sorry to be leaving, but I was restless again.
Beware! The day grows dark, and demons stalk the gap by night.
Harsh, old woman, stop your superstitious nonsense. Besides, this is the best time of day for fishing, eh, Milo?
Yes, Dad. Look, Foster! I use these broken sensors to make a fish alarm. It detects the fish before it bites.
Nice work, Milo.
Milo was just like me as a boy, and the tech skills I'd taught him would help the village after I left.
Do you really have to go, Foster? How can we ever pay you back for all you've done?
It's been my pleasure, Max. One of Anita's pies will be payment enough.
I owed the Gap folks so much. My first tribe fostered me when I was orphaned all those years ago. They taught me how to recycle tech scavenged from city dumps. Soon, I even built myself a playmate.
I'm your friend. Call me Joey.
Joey and I were always together. As I grew, I upgraded him. He became the best friend I ever had. But then...
Foster! Foster, wake up! The sensors detect a fish. It's a big one.
What the?
It was no fish.
Max, keep back! Milo!
Dad! What are they?
Max! Drop him, you...
Dad! Foster! Help me! Help me!
Milo had gone. The machine, too. But its riders had left something behind.
Max? Milo? What's happened, Foster? Where's my son? Max? Max? Oh, no! I told them there were demons stalking the dark.
The stalker that attacked us was a machine, not a demon.
Please, Foster, I don't understand. What happened?
I told Anita everything I could, though I knew very little. Max was barely conscious. I could only hope that with Anita's loving care, he would recover. As for me, I had to follow Milo and his captors immediately.
I'll bring Milo home, Anita. I promise.
Thank you, Foster. I know you will.
Dawn was breaking as I left the village. The featureless wastes of the Gap stretched away from me. Night followed day, then day dawned once more. Time lost meaning as the tracks beckoned me ever forward. Determination had long replaced sadness. Whatever it took, I would find Milo. The tracks were barely visible now, blurred by the wind. But I was sure I'd reach their destination soon. Then I saw the thing I feared the most approaching. Sandstorm. I battled forward, but now could only guess that my direction was correct. I decided to save my energy and sank into an exhausted sleep. Maybe the old woman was right. Maybe demons did stalk the Gap. For as it shrieked and thundered around me, the storm brought back my nightmare once more. Union City security was attacking. As my tribe screamed in terror, I salvaged Joey's motherboard. Taken captive, I couldn't save my village. But I survived when the security copter crashed, entering Union City. On the run, I soon got Joey working. Upgraded yet again, He helped me overthrow the evil that ran the city. As I left, I told him to make the citizens happy. Union City was no place for me. I wanted to be where I could do most good, helping the scattered people of the Gap. I woke to find the storm had passed. But not without finishing its cruel work. The tracks were gone. I was lost, and so, I feared, was Milo. Then, I heard them. Gang birds, scavengers, and in this wasteland, that meant only one thing: people. Despair turned to hope. I was sure that if I could find where the stalker had gone, I would find Milo. Then, in the distance, I saw a girl crouching over a body. The girl was holding a device to the lifeless hand.
Hey! Excuse me!
Who the hell are you?
I'm searching for a vehicle that...
Ah, no! Damn birds!
Wait! I just...
Whatever that device was, the bird had it now. No way I was going to get between those birds and their feast. I was short on food, but maybe I had something in my bag I could spare. A corpse lay propped against a rock. The girl had been doing something to the guy's hand. I wondered what. He'd clearly been dead for days. The logo. I'd seen it before. On the androids that had taken Milo. The girl was my only lead. I had to follow her. Union City. I was back. Over the years, I'd heard rumors of how the city had thrived since I'd left Joey in charge. I was finally going to see for myself.
Oh! Halt!
Welcome, unregistered Gaplander.
Well, hi. And you are?
Community Welfare Droid 2CU at your service. To commence your Union City registration, please make your way to the immigration terminal.
That's okay, I'm not here to register. I'm looking for...
If you're looking for the immigration terminal, it's right over there. Thank you.
Can you help me find a missing kid?
You want to file a missing persons report? Go register.
So how do I register?
Easy. Just go to the immigration terminal and you'll get a U-chip for your temporary ID. The correct route is indicated by these signs.
Sounds easy.
It is. Without it, you won't be able to interact with any of the Minos devices in this area.
What's this Minos you mentioned?
Minos is the interconnected computer system that is everywhere and controls everything.
Everything? That sounds very similar to Link.
For the convenience of all citizens. And, word to the wise, no U-chip, no access to the Minos devices. Not even the vending machines. So go register.
Thanks for your time.
Enjoyed every minute of it. How can I help?
There was a strange smell.
Sir, excuse me, sir. Are you...
Whatever you're selling, I ain't buying.
No, I'm not selling any...
A likely story. Name's Wendell. Joe Wendell.
Nice to meet you.
That remains to be seen.
Listen, you haven't seen a child come...
Pinch something of you.
No, he was kidnapped.
You're not the first I've heard talking about kids going missing in the Gap. But I've never... Have you asked those kids over by the playground? They've been here a lot longer than me.
I don't want to alarm you, but there's a strange odor wafting from the back of your truck.
I don't smell out.
Really? Because it's like...
Except the splendid scent of tasty mini Ks. Don't believe me? Look at those gangs. They love my knackwurst. Can't chase them away.
So, your truck is full of... mini knockwurst?
You betcha. Mini K, best in the Gap. You're welcome to take a handful. Back of the truck's open, although the doors like to play silly beggars.
Oh?
Requires a special technique. Ritual, you could call it.
Ritual?
Aye. Now listen carefully. Step 1, give the bumper a wallop. Step 2, do a little jig. Step 3, pull the door and jerk it hard.
Wallop, jig, pull. That it?
That's it, lad. And remember the order.
Be seeing you.
Aye.
Those birds weren't going to let me anywhere near the back of the truck. I didn't rate my chances against all of those razor-sharp beaks. The gangs clearly weren't scared of me, or my crowbar. It was a statue of my friend Joey. I couldn't imagine why they would have erected it. If Milo had been taken this way, I was sure Joey would help me find him. I needed to find someone around here who'd seen the stalker. Whatever it was trying to detect, I didn't have one.
We'll show you a custom message.
Looks like good old-fashioned flesh and bone wasn't gonna cut it. I needed something more. Whatever it was trying to detect, I didn't have one.
How can I help?
Looks like good old-fashioned flesh and bone wasn't gonna cut it. I needed something more. Whatever it was trying to detect,
I didn't have one. One of the posts was jammed. I called upon my extensive background in engineering.
Well, hey! It's working! Hey, we fixed it!
Yeah, piece of cake.
Dude, Council sure is shining in my direction today. Do you know how many times I've scanned this thing? The last scan must have done the trick. You see, I'm the diagnostician and tech expert around here. Name's Hobsworth. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a vehicle that might have passed this way.
What kind of vehicle? Maybe I can help.
Well, I didn't get a good look, but I know it has 4 giant legs.
Legs? Word to the wise man. Vehicles have wheels.
Not this one. It walked on the sand. And it was, shaped like a dog.
Whoa, that doesn't sound like any vehicle I've ever heard of. And I've got more magazines under my bed than you can even imagine.
About this missing kid.
Dude, word of advice, huh? Since you're new here?
Okay.
Look, maybe kidnapping is the sort of thing you people do in the Gap. But this is Union City, man. We're a proper society.
Gotcha. Thanks. Tell me about Joey.
Praise Joey. Not a day goes by.
Joey?
Well, it depends. Our Joey was kind. Does that sound like your Joe?
My Joey was more of a sarcastic. See you around, Hub.
Oh, let me...
Okay.
Oh, I forgot. You're from the Gap.
What's wrong with that?
Well, you don't have a U-chip, so I can't give you any kudos.
Well, your heartfelt thanks is enough for me.
Keep a smile on your face.
Work order received.
Whatever it was trying to detect, I didn't have one.
Work order received. Work order accepted.
Whatever it was trying to detect, I didn't have one. I guess this was the immigration terminal.
Welcome to the Union City Registration Terminal. Please place your hand below to receive your U-chip implant. U-chip implant successful. You are now registered with Union
A
City.
U-chip had been implanted into the palm of my hand. I wasn't sure how it was going to help me.
Authorized citizen ID required.
Excuse me?
Well, hey there,
Well,
Great, I'll bet. By the way, just so you...
yes, of course, no problem. What are these kudos you've mentioned?
They reward people for doing what's right. Good for themselves. It's good. Reward us for fulfilling our potential as proud Union City citizens. And under the benevolent gaze of the council, I figure your contribution to fixing that bollard earns you one. If you got a U-chip.
Sure do.
Great. Hold out your hand. I just got, There you go. Now you're even more awesome than you were before.
Thanks.
Don't thank me. Thank the council.
See you around, Hobsworth.
Keep a smile on your face.
The gangs looked mean and ugly.
Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. Welcome to Union City. My name is Greta. It is my duty and pleasure to answer any questions you may have about Union City and the local area. How may I help you today?
A child has been kidnapped from my village.
From your village? Was the child a registered citizen of Union City?
No, his name is Milo, and
Polite apology, Minos can only concern itself with registered citizens.
I was hoping you'd be able to help.
And isn't hope a wonderful thing? In the meantime, do you have any other queries?
I'm looking for a vehicle. Has anything come through here?
No.
You haven't seen a weird vehicle with legs instead of wheels?
Polite apology. I cannot discuss the details of other visitors' vehicular movements.
But this vehicle, it kidnapped a child.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
Have a nice day.
In Union City, sir, there is no other kind of day.
Error. Insufficient permission. Citizen ID required.
The sign was directing me towards immigration. The city sounded far more affluent than it was 10 years ago. It was a tire or modern art. I couldn't tell which. These were tough desert birds. Waving a crowbar around wouldn't faze them.
How's it going, Wendell?
Can't complain.
That's the...
What's on your mind?
The door.
Not lock. Ah, and I'm all out of lubricant.
So how can...
Didn't you listen? It's... First off, give the bumper a good wallop. Then...
A jig. Pretty.
Have to move with the times, pal. I'll be...
Those birds weren't going to let me anywhere near the back of the truck.
Hobsworth, was it?
Ah, hello again, stranger.
See you around, Hobsworth.
Keep a smile on your face.
A sturdy chain tethered the roundabout to the ground.
Hey, kid.
Hey, weird guy.
My name's not Weird Guy.
I'm Pixel. It's easy to remember because it rhymes with pickle.
So it does. I'm Foster.
I'll remember that easy because your name rhymes with fossil and you're old.
Thanks, kid. I'm looking for a boy about your age named Milo, who may have come through here.
You're asking the right guy. I remember every face that's come through here since I was a little kid.
Yeah? How many's that?
Like, at least 12. How recently are we talking?
Sometime over the past couple of nights.
Oh, didn't know. Haven't seen no kids.
You sure you haven't seen any children come through here?
Nope, definitely would have remembered.
What about anything suspicious?
Suspicious? Yeah, there was this one guy. Tall, wearing a big coat and carrying a purse.
I see. Nice one.
And his name was Fossil!
I got the joke, kid. Did a vehicle come through here recently?
Maybe. How recently is recently?
Like 2 nights ago?
Oh, then definitely no. But wait, 2 nights ago? My brother, Vauxhall, he saw this giant monster.
What kind of monster?
Like a totally huge, but not real one.
Huge, but not real?
I mean, Vauxhall says it's totally huge.
Well,
I don't know what to believe.
who's Vox?
My brother.
Can I talk?
I guess, but he's not his friend. Real question is, will he talk to you? Won't speak to nobody?
Can you tell me where to find him?
Nuh-uh. You got it. I don't know if I can trust you right now.
What's this about a giant...
Right, so my brother Vauxhall, and we had been playing this massive game of Buzz, but...
The giant...
Oh yeah, right.
And?
That's the end of my story. Don't tell Ember I told you.
What's wrong with the roundabout?
It sucks. Stupid Mr. Hobbsworth put a chain on it. He said it was for safety, then he dropped the chain on his foot.
See you around.
Call it if you need anything. Yeah. Yes, okay, let's go. Push me.
Hey, got a moment?
What do you need, mister?
What's wrong with
Like, what?
Yeah.
I told you, man.
Will you tell me where your brother is hiding? Maybe we can help each other.
Maybe. He's hiding in a bench in the garden. I told him I wouldn't tell no one, but you seem okay.
Bye.
Call it if you need anything.
I recognized the girl. She was the one who'd run away from me earlier.
Excuse me. Hello?
You!
Me what?
You're the guy in the desert.
And you're the girl with the corpse.
Okay, first of all, that guy was dead long before I got there. And second of all, it's your fault Big Steve stole my deed.
Lost your what? To who?
Do you realize how much potential trade you've cost me?
Honestly, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ugh. I trade. I'm a trader. Name's Ember.
What were you doing out there in the desert with that corpse?
Mister, are you looking to trade something or what?
Trade?
Trade, you know, tech, gadgets, knickknacks from the Gap or the city. That's what I do. I collect stuff, sell stuff, trade stuff. Only, since you're interfering, let Big Steve fly off with my deed, it'll be a while before I can make proper trades again. Now excuse me.
What's a DEET?
My DEET, man. DTT. Data transfer tool. DEET.
What's the DEET for?
Duh, transferring data. That's what I was doing with that dead fella. Transferring his citizen ID for trading, yeah? You distracted me, and Big Steve nabbed it and flew off. Like I said, thanks.
I just need to know if you've seen a missing kid come this way.
You're looking in the wrong place. Only boys around here are Pixel and Voxel, and the only thing they're missing is a few screws.
Who's Big Steve?
You see all these birds all over the place? Big Steve's the purple one, with a beak full of my DEET.
What do you trade?
Like I said, second one doesn't happen very often, but it happens.
Suppose a guy from outside...
My most... Until Big Steve took my DEET, that is.
Tell me about this DEET.
Simple. I collect IDs and I use the DEET. At least I did, until Big Steve grabbed it.
Did you see a strange vehicle come through this way?
Strange? You mean like that stinky one there?
No. This one had... legs.
Not seen anything like that.
I'm not
Sure you're not.
That's all for now.
Anytime. Come back if you want to talk business.
For someone with a business interest in dead bodies, she seemed pretty normal. A makeshift workbench had been set up. Its structural integrity seemed over-reliant on some old deflated tires. It looked like the sculpture had seen better days. Unless that was the intention. Grabbit's independent traders. I'd bought from sketchier places out in the Gap.
Order received. Work order accepted.
Hey, Pixel.
Yeah, you remembered my name.
Any idea?
I don't know, but I'm getting sick of the whole monster thing.
Listen.
Jeez, man. Why are you so obsessed with monsters?
This one, your No.
I could... What was your question?
What's your...
Well, Yep. Anything I can help you with today?
Bye.
Call it if you need anything.
bridge seemed to be operated by some sort of hand scanner.
Error. Insufficient permission. Citizen ID.
I'd learned to think twice before just slapping my hand on something.
Authorized citizen ID required.
Not rust sausages. Knock yourself out and bite whilst they're fresh.
Citizen, welcome to the abridged audio-visual Union City fact file. The Union City walls were forged in 1994 by a small team of resilient workers. A common misconception is that the team was formed of Australian citizens.
I didn't rate my chances against all of those razor-sharp beaks. Those birds weren't going to let me anywhere near the back of the truck. There was an empty space where the power cell should have been. My crowbar could do plenty of things, but powering a truck was not one of them. There was something strange about the water, and there was an unmistakable smell of ozone. Up close, I could see the water was holographically concealing an electric fence? There was something strange about the water, and there was an unmistakable smell of ozone. Nothing happened. Probably because the machine had had its innards ripped out. Nothing happened. Probably because the machine had had its innards ripped out. Hi.
Hi again.
What were you...
I told... Only now, Big Steve has my date and...
What's a you...
It holds your identity, yeah? All your messages and like... So, you want something, or you want to get inside your house, and you just... Boop! And it just happens.
So are you digging that guy's U-chip out of his hand?
What? No! Data transfer. I told you. I cloned his ID data.
What happens later?
Well...
For a price.
Yeah.
See you around.
Bye now.
How can I help?
Excuse me.
Greetings, registered Gaplander.
Say that again, would you?
A registered Gaplander.
Thanks. Wasn't so hard, was it? What do you do?
Community welfare droid. I supervise it and guide prospective citizens through...
Well, you're clearly excellent.
Why, thank you. I'm the latest model, you know.
Okay.
Don't worry, we'll find him. Is he a citizen?
No, he's a Gaplander.
Ah, well, unregistered Gaplanders cannot enter Union City. Therefore, I cannot help.
I need to find a vehicle.
There are no personal vehicles in Union City.
No, it's one that I followed here from across the desert. It's got 4 giant metal legs.
There are no such vehicles registered with Union City.
Oh yeah? It definitely came this way. Kidnapped a child from my village.
Only Union City citizens can file missing persons reports.
Can you identify a specific vehicle?
Sure.
Terrific. Can anyone else?
Additional help can be found at the nearby Greta terminal. Alternatively, diagnostician Hopsworth might be able to provide support.
Bye for now.
Was great.
Hello, Voxel.
Shh. What?
My name is Foster. I've just got a few questions. I wanted to ask you if you've seen any...
How do you know about the monster?
Your brother, Pixel.
Stupid. Go away.
Me again. Can we...
Hi.
Voxel, truth is, I'm a monster hunter. I've been tracking... I think he came through here. And I'm looking...
I saw it.
Can you describe it?
It was big and beastie, and it eats children, and I could hear the scream.
Slow down. One thing...
It was like a giant...
A giant dog? Did you see any children?
No, but I heard them. I heard kids crying.
And where did it go?
It sneaked off into the city. After that, I got in here.
You've been in here for 2 days?
Still alive, aren't I?
Did you say you heard kids crying?
I think so. Sure sounded like that.
Can you tell me more about...
Only that I heard them inside the monster.
This giant...
I was playing buzzsaws and dynamos with Pip. Then, in the night, I woke up. Like feet padding along the road. I ran over here and hid in my fort.
And you've been in here ever since?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Any ideas on getting into the city?
People go in and out of the main gate. Are you gonna go in there and kill it?
Sure am. That's what Monster Hunt... Then I'm gonna bring Milo and the...
You will?
Thanks. What is it?
A firecracker. I was gonna use it to kill, but you can have it.
What do I do with this?
I don't know. Throw... But cover your ears.
See you around.
Hey, you got anything to eat? I'm kinda hungry.
I could keep an eye out.
Mr. Hobsworth sometimes lets me have some of his lunch. He doesn't usually know that, though.
Ah, understood. Voxel's giant dog sounded a lot like the stalker that had taken Milo. Now I was sure that the stalker had entered and rate my chances against all of those razor-sharp beaks. Hey, Hob.
Hey, what can I do for you?
This may sound like a stupid...
Well, first thing would be to head out. If you got a valid ID, and just scan your...
Valid for what?
Now, that is the stupid. You need a vehicle to get through the big doors there. If you have transport clearance, like that old fella with the... You just drive up, scan your ID, and roll right onto the elevator down to the cargo bay.
It's really important.
Well, nah.
How can I help?
Hey, Wendell.
Hello, stranger. How goes the battle?
Those mini...
As I say, grab an handful. Truck's open.
Do you need a vehicle to get in?
You do, but what I do need is a new...
And you can't just walk...
Are you mad? What? There's guns guarding them main gates, and they'd make mincemeat out of you, Sonny Jim.
I take it this is your truck?
It's got my name on it, don't it?
Your name is...
Well, some of it.
Any other vehicles around here?
There's nought round here.
I need to get into the city.
Me too, pal. But Brucey here's not going anywhere.
How do I open the back of the truck again?
1, big bumper wallop. 2, 3, pull.
Wallop, jig, pull. Got it. Your truck's power...
Aye, emptier than a... There was a sandstorm put the bridge... Trying to keep the mini case cool in this heat. I wasn't stingy on the aircon. Anyway, 30... And they still haven't
And you've been sat here ever since?
Someone
Have you spoken to Hobsworth?
Didn't I say someone competent? That muffin doesn't know a panhard rod from a Chapman strut.
Mind if I take a look at the power cell?
Oh,
great.
About... My guess is it's either gathering dust...
I'll be back.
I'll be...
Hey, Hobbs.
Hey, what can I do for you?
How are things going with Wendell's power cell?
It's...
But how long until it's...
It's hard to say, but it's on my list.
Any up?
Not yet, but I'll get onto it soon.
So...
Sorry.
About this...
I can't. Now, please, it makes me kind of uncomfortable, you know what I mean?
So what's your deal, Hobbs?
And
what exact...
I find...
And...
No, I just diagnose them. Minos fixes them.
Do you need...
Of course! You need... See, and then I report the problem. My intervention...
Nice.
Oh, thanks. I like yours too.
How can I get in?
Like I said, only
How can...
Like I said, only registered...
See you around, huh?
Keep a smile on your face.
Hey.
Hello, stranger.
So...
Lansnick.
No. I had this sinking feeling that the wrecked power was the one that... Be seeing you.
Aye.
Authorized citizen ID required.
Me again.
Hi.
What?
Mr. Hopsworth always brings sandwiches from the city. They're so good. He's usually got one or two in his...
Should I ask Mr. Hobsworth if...
No, don't do that. He likes sharing best when he doesn't know about it.
What do I...
Whatever you want. It makes a scary bang.
Do you know how I can get inside?
I already said. You need to get across the river and through the big doors.
Did anyone else?
No one believes. But you do, don't you?
Don't worry, Voxel. I'm on the hunt. How long ago did...
It was 2.
And you've been in here?
Yeah. I'm hungry.
Thanks, Voxel. Hey, Hobsworth.
Hey, what can I do for you?
See you around.
Keep a smile.
Can I ask you...
Yeah, go on.
I got a
Good for...
Can I...
No.
break that down?
No attempt I de... Yes and no, because as you well know, my deet's been eaten. You what?
I think his monster is the V...
Good for you. So you won't be seeing him anytime soon. Nice one, Super Dad.
Voxel's a skittish...
Watch your mouth.
Pixel toe.
Mate, stop us. Meanwhile, where's Pixel? Me and him need to have some words about...
Thanks, Ember.
Later, man.
Ember's deed had a citizen ID stored on it. Hey,
Wanna push me on the swings?
maybe later. What do you do?
Well, but it's like...
I can see why. Do you know...
If I knew that, would I be living in this car park?
You sure you haven't...
Nope. Definitely would have remembered.
See you around.
Call it if you need anything.
Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos.
The machine ejected a garish, beclowned can of soda labeled Spankles.
You are currently at your maximum allotted Spankles allowance. Have a nice day. Apologies, but you have exceeded your Spankles allowance.
The 1 can a day limit didn't exactly support a thirst for Spankles. Right. Hit the bumper. These were not my best moves. Here we go. Maybe later. The guy looked like he'd been out in the sun a bit too long. Smelled like it, too. Hey, Wendell.
Morning, son. Or...
How do I open...
1, big bump. 2, 3...
Wallop, jig, pull. Got it. I'll leave you be.
I'm fine.
Right. Hit the bumper. These were not my best moves. Hey.
Hey, what can I do for you?
See you around.
Keep us...
Hey, Wendell.
Managed to get those doors open all right?
Just about.
Did you,
Sure did.
That's right. But it always... Anyway, what can I do for you?
Want one of these mini-Ks?
Oh, better not.
I thought you loved them.
Oh, of course I do.
But?
Don't get high on your own supply.
Sorry?
No scoffage.
Oh, I see. Suit yourself. When the power cell is working...
Mini-Ks are...
Sound...
Doesn't it? But these city folk love a tagline.
How long have you been here?
Lost count, but they're delicious.
Aren't you worried that they,
Oh, nothing that a healthy chlorine wash won't fix.
I'll be back.
I'll be here.
Me again.
Hi.
Can I...
Sorry, mister. That was the last one. Yeah. I'm hungry.
See you around. Voxel was hiding out in the makeshift den. I'd learned to think twice before just slapping my hand on something. Ember.
Hi again.
Catch you later.
Bye now.
How about a delicious mini-K made...
I heard that before. Not in...
Are you gonna eat that sausage?
Not a chance. Have you smelled this thing?
Yeah.
I'd learn to think twice before just slapping my hand on something. I got you a drink.
Shame it ain't something strong.
How's things?
About the same as they were 3 minutes ago.
I'll be... A statue of my old buddy Joey. I was sure Joey would help me find Milo, if I could just get back into the city.
Apologies, but you have exceeded your Spankles allowance.
The 1 can a day limit didn't exactly support a thirst for Spankles. Come on, big fella. The gangs look mean and ugly. The mini-Ks were not to be wasted. More gangs. I knew not to provoke them. Come on, big fella. gangs look mean and ugly. Come on, big fella. I'd learn to think twice before just slapping my hand on something. Come on, big fella.
History presents the qemu collection, relic of yesterday's. Make sure to visit today.
How's things?
Whew, it's hotter than a snake in a pig's ass out here.
So these mini-Ks,
Eh?
you said they contain some real meat. Yes, but... What was... Go on.
Oh, just room. One man's... No kids are out. Sorry I can't help.
I'll leave you be.
I'm fine.
Me again.
Hi.
Bye. Hi.
Hi again.
Thank.
Later, man.
Come on, big fella. Come on, big fella. More gangs. I knew not to provoke them. The mini-Ks were not to be wasted. The mini-Ks were not to be wasted. The bird's beak looked especially vicious. The bird's beak looked especially vicious. The bird's beak looked especially vicious. Come on, big fella. These were tough desert birds. Waving a crowbar around wouldn't faze them. The bird's beak looked especially vicious. Come on, big fella. The bird's beak looked especially vicious. The gang was too distracted. One particularly large and familiar bird stood out from the rest. Come on, big fella. It was Big Steve, and it still had Ember's deet in its beak. Guess what I found?
A lot of nerve coming back here.
Nope. This.
What? My...
Sure, but how about I give you the deed in exchange...
The deed for the ID?
You wouldn't have it back if it weren't for me.
It wouldn't have been stolen if it weren't for you.
So we're Excellent.
Have you got a U-chip?
Yes.
Right then, let's get this over. Pass me back my deed, I'll need to hook the deed up to my workbench here.
A makeshift workbench had been set up. Its structural integrity seemed over-reliant on some old deflated tires.
You want that citizen's ID, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Just place your hand flat over here on my workbench.
Like this?
Yeah, good enough. Let me just line up the laser. Oi, keep your hand still or you'll lose it.
Is this gonna hurt?
No more than getting the chip installed in the first place. Right, just transferring the ID now. You may feel a slight pinch. What was that?
That wasn't supposed to happen?
There it is again. Must be... nothing. Must be nothing. Looks like his name was Graham. A fun, upstanding citizen.
Graham. Got it.
Good luck, Citizen Graham.
At last I had a citizen ID. I hoped that this was going to be my key to getting into the city.
Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos.
Error. UChip firmware outdated. Authority for vehicular access denied.
The firmware on my U-chip was out of date. I realized that I'd been sold a dud by Ember. The hologram showed a young woman in uniform.
I must...
Guess I'm an unexpected...
Indeed.
And who...
My name. How can I be of service today?
Why won't the bridge open for my ID?
Your ID appears to be in order, Citizen Graham.
Said something about outdated firmware?
Ah, that explains it. Your UChip firmware is outdated. The hand scanner on the bridge was recently replaced with the latest Union City technology. When did you last update your UChip firmware, sir?
I'd say roughly never.
Dear me, that is rather unorthodox. Polite suggestion, please update your UChip firmware at the next opportunity.
How can I update the firm...
To update your firmware, please speak to one of our technical support greeters.
Greeter? Aren't you a greeter?
Indeed I am, just not the right greeter. I am not installed with firmware update software. Can't risk the Gaplanders getting access, can we, sir?
Yeah, right. So the only way to update my U-chip is inside the city?
That's right, sir.
But I can't get into the city without the update.
Exactly.
I need to get into the city.
Easily done, sir. Just drive your vehicle...
My vehicle?
Yes.
What if I don't?
Well, you're about 5 years too late. This is a vehicle entrance now. Freight only. Anything else I can help with today?
Have a nice day.
In Union...
The guy looked like he'd been out in the sun a bit too long. Smelled like it, too. How's things?
About the same as they were 3 minutes ago.
You're
aged to perfect.
One step forward, 2 steps back. I had a citizen ID, but my outdated U-chip firmware wasn't going to play nice with more modern devices. Ember,
Hi again.
there's a problem with this ID you gave me. I tried the bridge, but it would... Apparently my...
Oh, right. They had to replace the hand scanner recently. Must be running on new firmware. Much newer than the crappy U-chip.
What happened to the old hand?
No idea. Why would you even ask?
Either way, the ID you...
Hey, listen, guy. It's your U-chip that's the problem. It's old. Like you.
Well, have you got any new...
Nuh-uh. That U-chip is in you now. You'll need to run an update, but my guess is you can only do that in...
And without the update, I can't... I appear to be at an impasse.
Yikes. Could maybe hack the bridge, but... Never mind, forget I said anything.
Did you say...
Okay, so you know how everything here runs on...
Minos?
That's right, when they upgraded, they dumped the old Link tech. Smart shoes, smart toasters, smart light bulbs, smart fridges. Anyway, you know how Hobbsworth is always pointing his scanner at stuff?
Yeah?
That's his Minos scanner. Minos scanners let guys without any smarts figure out how machines work. Old Hobbsworth has all kinds of safeguards so he can't... But with a...
Can you do more than just die?
Much more.
Could I borrow your hack? Is that a... Could I? Okay, so...
For a price.
What do you mean?
For starters, you get me one of them, and then we can talk about next steps.
Voxels.
Ugh, not surprised.
Any idea where I...
He's probably got a spare one in his hut.
Thanks.
Bye now.
The sign was directing me towards immigration. The bridge seemed to be operated by some sort of hand scanner. Come on, big fella. Come on, big fella. The gangs look mean and ugly. How's things?
Whew, it's hotter than a snake in a pig's ass out here.
Huh?
Well,
No, I'm looking for a...
A vehicle with legs. Think...
So all you need to get...
Land snake.
No, I got it. I'll be back. What do I do with this?
Why, you drink it, of course. There are even more flavors.
The hologram was already active. Mini K?
Is that a sausage you've got there?
I guess it is.
Polite request. All meat-based products.
I'll be sure to do.
Thank you, sir.
Anything you can tell me about this finger?
Whoa. Okay, this is some serious kit. The micro actuators are... Want to trade?
I think I'll hold on to it for... Anything you...
Whoa. Want to trade?
I think I'll hold on to it for now. Hi.
Hi again.
Any idea where I...
Hobsworth tends to lose his a lot, so... He's probably got a spare one in his hut.
Remind me, what's wrong?
Well, the bridge is fine. That
And there's no...
Other than hack the damn thing, I doubt it.
How can I...
With your crappy old... Heck it, I reckon.
Thanks, Em.
Peace.
Nothing happened. Probably because the machine had had its innards ripped out.
Citizen, welcome to the Abridged Audio-Visual Union City Fact File. You may have noticed that there are a large number of gang birds in this area. These... Citizen, welcome to the Abridged Audio-Visual Union City Fact File. My NOS is the system which underpins all...
Voxel was hiding out in the makeshift den. Me again.
Hi.
Ember had used the workbench to transfer Graham's ID to my U-chip. There was something strange about the water, and there was an unmistakable smell of ozone.
Error. U-chip firmware outdated. Authority for vehicular access denied.
Graham's ID was finally starting to get me places. The console seemed specialized. I decided to borrow the scanner indefinitely. The power cell was completely wrecked.
Work order received. Work order accepted.
Me again.
Hi.
Food delivery for Mr. Voxel.
Oh, yes. One of Hobsworth's city singers. Do you want my crusts?
You eat them. Warriors need their strength. Thanks, Voxel.
U-chip firmware outdated.
The bridge seemed to be operated by some sort of hand scanner. The firmware on my U-chip was out of date. I realized that I'd been sold a dud by Ember. Hey, me again.
Hi again.
Guess what I've got?
Go on.
A Minos scanner.
Maybe. Let's see what else you've got in that bag that might be worth my time, trouble, and effort.
I don't know if you can use this.
Okay, creepy. Whoa. Okay, this is some
So it's a deal then. You'll hack this scanner.
You betcha. Meet me at my workbench when you're ready.
Ember had used the workbench to transfer Graham's ID to my U-chip.
All right, one Ember grade Minos hacker.
Thanks. So how do I use this thing?
You activate scan mode, obviously.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, well, that's the easy part. Now follow me. This is how I find hidden systems. They're all over the place. There you go. One just popped into range. Right, so this here is a diagnostic view of Minos.
Looks like it runs the vending machine.
No kidding. See those task nodes? The darker ones?
Yeah?
Well, unlike Hobbsy's little vanilla scanner, my hacker can swap them round. So let's see how smart you are. Want to give me an infinite supply of spankles?
Wellbeing Reflection Spa, a luxurious haven to reflect on what it means to be a part of the world.
Thanks, bro. You trying to get me arrested? You did it! You're smarter than you look. Okay, apply the hack and you'll be good to go. All right, mate. Figure the rest out yourself. Oh, and try not to do anything too stupid, eh?
Apologies, but despite you being a valid user, we have decided to not dispense on this occasion.
At least I felt validated.
Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos.
The machine ejected a garish, beclowned can of soda labeled Spankles.
Enjoy this little piece.
Error. UGIP firmware outdated. Authority for vehicular warning. This entrance is strictly vehicle. All pedestrians.
Those guns look like they meant business.
pressure plate appeared to trigger the crane mechanism.
Warning. Engaging hostility control measures. Alert. Pedestrians now have only 10 seconds to comply. Lethal force authorized. Alert. Pedestrians now have only 10 seconds to Alert. Pedestrians now have only 5 seconds to comply.
Excuse me?
Citizen Graham, you are not authorized for this area.
I was going to have to get used to being called Graham. I just wanted to ask some questions.
Oh yeah? Well, I'm a 4YR droid. And 4YR droids...
Have you...
Gapland.
Gapland.
Oh, Gap...
He's quite...
Repeat, all Gaplanders look the same to me. Good.
Alert. Pedestrians now have only 10... Alert. Pedestrians now have only 10 seconds to comply. Lethal force authorized. How can I help?
Ember.
Hi again.
Voxel.
Ugh, not surprised.
Catch.
Peace.
Hey, Pixel.
What do you need, mister?
See you around.
Call it if you need...
Me again.
Hi.
See you around. Hey, me.
What do you need, mister?
See?
Call it if you...
Hey, Pixel.
Wanna push me on the swings?
Maybe later. Do you know anything about the city?
Yes. It's amazing.
How do you mean?
You should hear Mr. Hobbsworth talk about it. It's like you say, I want a sandwich, and blam! You've got a sandwich in your hand. And then you drop it, and then you say, I want another sandwich. And that's for like anything, not just sandwiches.
What up?
It's a...
He's a... Rub it?
Have you... Ember... Anyway, now I...
That's actually pretty sound logic. Have you...
Sure, all the time. But like, in a...
Have you...
Sure, all the time. But like...
Bye.
Call it if you need...
Hey.
Hi again. Bye.
Hey, Hobbs.
Hey, what can I do for ya?
Wendell's
Oh man, you saw, huh?
not conventional.
Listen, don't tell Wendell. I'll fix it.
About the...
I can't... Now, please, it makes me kind of uncomfortable, you know what I mean?
What was that tool you were...
Oh, this little babe, it's super... I pointed out a device. See, everything's in...
Okay, so you're saying...
Whoa. I'd hate to think what'd happen if a scanner like this fell into the wrong hands.
And...
Not yet, but I'll get onto it. Nothing... Sorry.
How can I...
Like I said, only...
I knew I couldn't wait that long. See you around, Hobbsworth.
Keep a smile on your face.
Alert. Pedestrians now have only 10 seconds to alert. Pedestrians now have only 5 seconds to comply.
Unacceptable cargo! Let me down! You're risking the future of all the little cans!
I had a charged power cell. Lights flickered on. Wendell's truck had power, and with it, I had my ticket into the city. With the power cell replaced, the truck was good to go. How's things?
About the same as they were 3 minutes ago.
I fitted your truck with a charge.
You did?
Hey, any chance of a...
Typical. No one ever does...
I just figured...
Oh, all right. Up in the back. You earned it.
You sure it's safe back here?
100%, lad.
I'll take your word for it.
Just watch out for me neck bursts. I've lost enough business already. As far as I could take you, I'm afraid. You could catch a monopod into the city from over there.
And where are you going?
Straight to cargo. Gotta get these babies.
Quarantined?
Distributed.
Thanks for the ride, Wendell. Maybe see you again.